welcome back to my channel. I am so glad that you decided to click on this video. I am Miss Leslie and I am here to talk about my journey with GLP-1s, and it has been a week. I am not going to just, I'm going to just jump in because when I tell you it has been a week, it has been a week. So in my previous video, I mentioned to you guys that I was going to be transitioning from Zepbound to Wegovy, and because of some insurance, issues, and I had a change in my provider. And so essentially we are transitioning, and we are definitely week 2 into this transition. And I wish that I could have made a video for you all last week. It was my intention to make a video for you all last week. But when I tell you that I felt terrible last week, I felt terrible. So I'm going to go ahead and just give you a quick introduction to what is happening and where I am and how I feel. And we are just going to go from here because right now I feel like I am flying by the seat of my pants with this GLP-1 journey since I've had to make the transition. So last time we checked in with each other, I was on Zepbound 12.5. This week I am on Wegovy 2.4, which is the highest dose of Wegovy that you can go at this time. So I did not take a break in between. I was not advised by my provider to take a break in between. I literally went from 1 week I was taking Zepbound 12.5, and then last week I started with Wegovy 2.4. And I am going to go ahead and just start with the symptoms that I experienced straight away and how last week felt. So I took my regular shot day, which is on Monday. It used to be on Sunday, but my shot day is now going to be on Monday. And so I took my shot immediately. When I say immediately within 10 minutes, I had whelps on the back of my neck. I had a physical reaction to the medication. Now, I'd taken it in the morning, so I know that I hadn't taken any other medication, hadn't eaten anything. It was definitely directly related to the shot. And from there, it went downhill. Okay. So I had the webs on the back of my neck. The good thing about it is it was very itchy. It was very uncomfortable, but it only lasted for about half the day. It went down, it subsided, and I felt okay with that. After that, I experienced extreme nausea for the entire week. And in addition to the extreme nausea that I felt, I was exhausted. My body was just exhausted. I made it to 3 of my 5 workouts. And one of those I knew I had to go to because I was meeting with my coach. And so I never miss a workout when I'm working out with my coach because I respect his time and I don't want to miss. But when I tell you it took everything inside of me to go to my workouts, to even make it to 3 of my workouts, I was down bad. Okay. Now, when I say nausea, I don't mean just a little, I'm talking about gagging, like I am about to throw up right this minute. So just extreme nausea, just feeling really awful. And it was just a difficult week. It was just a difficult week. In my heart, I wish that I would have taken a break, would have taken maybe like a week or maybe 2 weeks before jumping right into it, jumping right into the Wegovy, but I didn't. And like I said, I was not advised to. And I'm assuming that my new providers assumed that because I had been on Wegovy before, I wouldn't have such a strong reaction. But when I tell you, I was extremely nauseous and just couldn't do it. In addition to feeling awful, when I got on the scale, my weight was up. Now, as you know, last week I was 273. This week I was 278. How my weight went up, I still don't know because we were really too nauseous to eat, too nauseous to drink. I'm not even sure how we got here. Okay. So I'm a little disappointed. Actually, I'm a lot disappointed about the regression of my weight loss, but hey, this is par for the course, right? This is a journey that we're on. We had been on a stall for so long, and here we are with the weight increase. So pretty much that was last week. Last week was not the greatest week, but we made it. We made it. We made it through. I tell you, today was my shot, and I did not have any reaction today, like the hives. That's what it's called, hives. I didn't get any hives when I took my shot today. I haven't really had too much nausea going on, like I did last week. But it's only the first day, so I'll have to kind of keep an eye on that to let you know how that's going. Um, so we're still in the throes of this transition, but I just want to do a really quick video to kind of give you an idea of, what happened last week, because I was so excited to be able to share with you the transition. But when I tell you it was nothing that you wanted to see, it was nothing that you wanted to see. Nothing at all that you wanted to see. So anyway, my goal for this week is to really get back on, if my body feels better, which it seems to be feeling better. But like I said, today is the first day of week 2 on Wegovy. So I'm hoping that I'm feeling better throughout this week. I'm going to be getting back into my workouts, since last week was such a trash week for workouts as well. So I'm going to be getting back into my workouts this week and really trying to focus on protein and water. Those are my big 2 goals. Protein, water are my major goals for this week, because even if I'm not able to get the food in, like my meal plan that I work with my dietitian to get, if I'm not able to get that in, at least I'll be able to get some nutrients in from the protein. My dietitian did provide me, my nutritionist, excuse me, Adam, did tell me to get um what is it called, Redcon. And so it's a meal replacement. So I do have a higher protein meal replacement that I can do if this nausea keeps happening, to try to get a meal replacement in and get the appropriate amount of calories that I need. But anyway, this is a very quick update. I just wanted to come in and let you know I am so excited. And also, thank you so much for all of my new followers. I really am so excited to share this journey with you. And I hope that you stick with me like I'm going to stick with you, just to see how this all pans out. I'm really excited. So thank you so much for subscribing. You know I love it when you do that. So for everybody that's new here, I'm just grateful that you are just taking the opportunity to click on this video and see what it's all about. And we're going to see what next week is like. I hope that we don't have another gap in our updates, because I am believing that this week is going to be much better than last week. I can already tell that I feel better. But thank you again. I hope that you guys have an amazing week, and I'll see you next time.